Oh, hallelujah. When I know, Lord, it's true. You're the answer to my troubles. You're the owner and the finisher of my faith. The anchor of my life. I'm gonna trust you, my Redeemer, my desire. Praises Jesus.
We thank you for the talents that you have given to each one of us. Today is send your Holy Spirit to these young people to guide the young generation in their choice of career in life. In this short period of time, we ask all this through Christ our Lord.
What is the objective of you being guided in choosing your career? One, it helps you to make informed career decisions. We know that as you choose your career, there are so many decisions that are involved that you're supposed to make. Like, for example, on what am I going to do? Which subjects am I going to study for me to be able to achieve my career or to reach my goals?
Now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, those people aspiring to do the science of medicine and healthcare. You want to be a doctor? You want to be a psychiatrist? Surgeon, neurosurgeon, maybe like, of course, neurosurgeon is the brain surgeon. You just want to do minor surgery, pharmacy, all the types of healthcare fields that you may think. Biomedical, you want to do like treat children, gynecology, all the types of healthcare fields that you may wish to be in. Let me see you. We don't have one doctor here, nurses, midwives. Wow. You all look potential health workers. Congratulations in advance. But listen to me. Listen to me. You are future employers. The people from Rescue Medical Clinic. You are future employers from Civil Hospital, from all the health centers that are around in South Sudan and even abroad. They are going to focus on two subjects. That is biology and my brother chemistry. Are we there? Of course, those ones are now getting me. Yes. That is biology and chemistry. Not forgetting those are the essential but my relevant subjects. The first relevant is mathematics. Of course, I know people have negative attitudes towards mathematics. That's what they are saying. People fear trigonometry because they think they are both seen sine and theta, cos, and those other identities. They are formulas. You fear the phonic section. If you continue fearing them, they will continue bullying you until you will fail to get a profession that you want and has mathematics inside. So let us wrap that illusion, that negative attitude. We have to decolonize our heads with the idea that mathematics is hard. Just like you are saying, it is the easiest subject you would ever wish to have on earth. You see why we give you this guidance is so that it gives you energy, it builds your strength. Sometimes you have goals like I want to become a doctor, I want to become an engineer, I want to become whatever you want to be. But there are some circumstances that, ladies and gentlemen, it's out of your control. But this program here is to give you hope. And I want to tell you one thing here is that there are three things out of my own philosophy is that there are three things. One is that you have to work hard. You really have to work extra hard. Hard work, discipline, and the fear of the Lord. You really have to fear God. And you have to, even if you're the most stubborn person, go down to God and pray one time. There's a way God can change your situation. So many times, after finishing senior four, you don't know what to do. But if you work hard, if you are disciplined, there are so many scholarships that are happening in Juba, even in outside country, even MTN sponsors bright students, even Kikiji National Center sponsors students. If you've been working hard and you fear God, what will not happen?
Are your brain getting scattered? Oh, we are okay. We are okay. Thank you so very much. By the way, clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. And let's clap for this gentleman here. Let's clap. I am not going to take long here. I want to be so brief because we want to give you time maybe to ask us some questions. Now, listen. What my colleague from Rescue Medical have just said is a very, very serious thing. All this career, all this energy that we have been saying here, it is going to be wasted. It will be wasted if you cling into drugs. Why? Because drugs are very dangerous for your health. You cannot achieve your career if you right now start practicing how to drink alcohol. I'm telling you. Smoke. Take this one. How do you call it? Tramadol. In fact, when he was coming, immediately the lady, this one here said tramadol. I said, this guy don't know this one. Now listen, students, listen. Let me tell you one thing. This drugs, there is a big politics and a demonic thing within these drugs here. Let me just walk you through this. The Johnnies, the whiskey, the Junub, the Mohaba. Is there Mohaba? Listen, all these drugs that you see, all of them that you see, how much is the Junub? 1,200. Imagine a Junub is 1,200. I brought some of them. Oh, the Mohaba is here. No, imagine. Look, this one is called the Mohaba. The Mohaba gene here carries 40 volume. This one carries 40 volume. Here, this one. And then this one is sold at 1,200 only. This one, it is called what? Henken. This one here is sold at 6,000. One like this, 6,000. And then it carries 4 only voltage. Now, if you see this one, the Waragi, this Waragi is at 12,000. One like this, 12,000. The Waragi carries 40 volume. That means if you take one of the Mohaba, if you take one Mohaba, is equivalent to 9 bottles of this one. 9 bottles, only one Kavera. If you take only one Kavera of Mohaba, is equivalent to 9 bottles. If you take 2 of them, 18 bottles of this one. If you take 3 of this one, how many bottles? 27 bottles. That means 1 full crate plus a Mwasaka. Now listen, to your personal health, are you not inviting death? You are just inviting it, and then you want to become a doctor in the future. You want to go to the university. Will you reach? No. You will not reach there. I'm telling you alive. Let's throw this thing away. They are not good for personal health. And imagine if you are taking this one which is at 12,000. It means 2 of them will pay your school fees for one term. 3 of them. Only 3 will keep you here for 3 good months. You will be in the school. Now, why do you want to be chased out of school while you have money for this? Are you seeing that our brains are closed? Have you seen that our brains are closed? Are we helping opening them? Are your brains opening now? Listen, we should separate ourselves out completely, totally out from the drugs. Why? Because this country is calling for us. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes. Why? Because this country is calling for us. One day when I was in my primary, I remember telling colleagues in the other schools that I did not get opportunity. I am one who have never sat exams in primary 1, in primary 2. I have never sat exams in primary 3. I've never sat exams in primary 4. Since I was born, I've never entered the primary 5 class. Never. I started my primary school in primary 6. In a very low school called the CCM, Chief Charles Memorial Primary School in Sopere here. We are only 6 in the class. And then I became the head boy of the school. You know why I became the head boy of the school? Not because I am intelligent, because I am big. I am the big boy in the school, in the entire school, I'm telling you. But let me cut the story short. From CCM, from that 6 of us, I became number 1 in the class. Out of that, from CCM, I moved to Kinji Primary. This Kinji here. I moved to Kinji, to primary 7. In Kinji, during our mocks, because we have centers where you go to sit. Some other schools comes and that. And then our center was Kinji, and then there are other sister schools that came, and we were there together with them. And in that, during our mocks, I happened to meet a friend who I want to share with you. When I was in P7, I was the school pastor in the school. Just relating to what Pablo says. Fear of God. Very, very important. I was the school pastor, and then one boy from Wuluturu Primary just looked at my lifestyle, and they approached me one day and they said, "Dominic, can I be your friend?" I said, "Okay, no problem, we can be friends." We became friends with that boy called the Fule. His name is Fule. Fule, when we sat for our mocks, are you listening? Yes. Is the story okay? Yes. When we sat for our mock, I came to realize that Fule is very intelligent. Fule became number 1 during our mocks. That one created a lot of questions into my mind. Now, when we were studying for our primary living examination, that the PLE, I approached the Fule and then I asked the Fule, I said, Fule, why are you wise? What is the secret? What is the secret behind this intelligence? Fule kept quiet. I also monitored the situation. When we sat for our PLE, Fule again came number 1. Because, yes, but why? Now, we followed. I had to follow him. Now we agreed with him that we are going to join the same secondary school. And we chose, in our forms, we also failed this school, St. Joseph. But later on, we agreed, we went to the same secondary school. During our senior 1, here's the first time in our class. Fule number One Nuba guy came, pushed the Fule, Fule became number. I asked the Fule. Imagine, we are sitting together, we move together, we are in the same area, but I cannot get what is happening. And then I asked him, Fule, can you tell me? One day now we went to collect some mangoes, and Fule had to open for me. Can I tell you what he told me? Fule told me that one day in their village, his father sent him to the center to go and buy medicine because his grandfather became very sick in the village, and then his father asked him to go to the village and buy some medicines so that his father can at least recover. Now he went to the center. When he went to the center in Lasso, he's someone who came from Lasso. He said he went to the center, and then when he reached there, he found that no medicines in the pharmacy. There are no medicine. And then he had to come back home. When he reached home, he told the father the same thing. Few days later, his grandfather died. When his grandfather died, during the last funeral rite, which we call here what? Akribeka. Because during the Akribeka, always in Akribeka, families will be gathered. The family have to talk, and then after that, the church will come. Isn't it? Yes. Now, Fule told me that during that time when it was his father's turn to talk, his father went, and this is how his father started his speech. Fule told me that his father, he started by calling his name. Fule! 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 And then Fule told him that he sat in one of the veranda, and someone told him, Fule, your father is calling for you. Fule said when he reached to his father hugged him. In front of the people like you, like this. His father hugged him and told him, Fule, I want to send you to Yale. Fule, go to Yale and study. Go and become a doctor. Because if we were to have doctors in our village, my father would have not worked, would have not died. People started crying in the funeral place. Fule told me that few weeks later, his father organized cassava, and then he was brought to here. They rented a home around Wuluturu there, and then they took him to the school. He was registered from P3. From that day when he was brought, whenever he sits in the class like this, the voice of his father always rings in his mind. That is the only thing that he is here in school for. He wants to study and become a doctor. And let me tell you, indeed, even when we sat for our South Sudan Certificate of Secondary Education, we are the pioneers, the first people who sat for the South Sudan Certificate of Secondary Education. Fule's name was announced over Radio Miraya number 7 all over the country. But the one of Dominic living in Wawa. Listen. What are you getting from there? Where are you coming from? You who is here now. Where are you coming from? Listen, it is not a laughing matter. Where are you coming from? You who is here now. You who is listening to my voice. Where are you coming from? Some of us who are here, we are the only people from our family who have got an opportunity to be here in the school. Some of us, we are the only people who at least have managed to be in senior 4 in the entire clan. Some of us, you are the only one who is putting on his school uniform from your family. Some of us, you are the only one who have seen school. Some of you are the only one whom your parents have sent here to change the history of their family. But in all that, you are forgotten completely. That is why when you are here in the school, you need to be first. To study, you need to be first. To speak in English, you need to be first. To do the assignment, you need to be first. To do the homework, you need to be first even to come to school. Why? Because you don't know where you're coming from. Listen, where are you coming from? Let's leave jokes. Where are you coming from? Can you take a flashback to your family? Can you take a flashback? Can you take a flashback to your family, where you are coming from? If you don't know where you are coming from, you will not know where you are going. Do you know why always in a race, marathon, people say on your marks, one of the legs have to go behind? Because that leg that goes behind is what gives you the energy to strike ahead. Where are you coming from? If you are becoming so much stubborn in any other way, what you should not forget is where you are coming from. If you know where you are coming from, I'm telling you, you are going to be focused. You are not going to take this opportunity for granted. Now let me tell you this one thing. One thing. If you don't know where you are coming from your families, if you know, let me tell you where we are coming from as a country. South Sudan is a country that is hosting not more than 12 million people. We who are here, we are not more than 12 million people in this country. Out of the 12 million people in this country, more than 70% of the population of our entire population are illiterate. Don't know how to speak English, don't know how to write. This is about our country. These are facts that you should know. Listen, we are coming from a country that only not more than 28% of the population are people who are literate. People who know how to speak English, who know how to write, who know how to read. And that including me. Let me tell you, it is a very serious matter. When we speak about this, if you know this, you will be so aggressive. We are coming from a country where our young girls, I thank God, some of now the number of our ladies are very well, are well represented in the schools. Listen, in this country here, more than 50% of the young girls get pregnant before celebrating their 18th birthday. Before reaching the age of 18, someone is already pregnant. In our country here, and you are a lady, you are here, you are not pregnant. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Yes. 9% of our young children in this country get pregnant before celebrating their 15th birthday. Today in our office, one was reported, one young lady of 15 already having it. Today, someone came to our office and reported that. And then I am not surprised because I know that this is the situation of our country. And this is what should not make any of us happy. And listen. In this country here, South Sudan, we are in a country that have already joined the East African community. Do you know what that means? That means that we are going to compete with people who study in Uganda. We are going to compete with the Congolese. We are going to compete with the Kenyans. We are going to compete with the Rwandese. We are going to compete with the Burundians in order for us to get the jobs. That is the job market. Now, if you are here, you want to speak in Arabic. When I was coming, sir, when I was coming here, I found many of them here. Seriously, in Arabic, just here. I feel in my heart, I say, oh, how I wish these guys know who they are going to compete with. Today, in the employment that is happening in organization, they want to employ people who are capable of doing something. Not people who have gone to school, but people who have come out of school with something. But instead of you reading, you want to loiter around. To the discourse, you are there. To the drugs, you are there. To ladies on phone, hey, at night, after 12, you are there. But with your book, 10 minutes. With your book, 10 minutes, you throw it there. Or with your book, some of you study. When somewhere they hear a foodie step coming, maybe my father is coming to monitor me, they start opening their book. But once they turn back, Where is my phone? Do you know where we are coming from? If you know where we are coming from, you will have time with your books. I've been telling guys, and I'm telling it again to you. Listen, that our books should be our best friends right now. Are you getting what I'm saying? If you feel like hugging a girl, if you feel like hugging a boy, if you feel like hugging a boy, a person you want to feel your book. Put your book on your chest and then feel it. Feel your book. Feel your book. If you feel like kissing a boy, kissing a girl, pick your pen and kiss the pen. Our pen and the book should be our boyfriends and our girlfriends right now. I'm telling you the truth. The really truth, and these are facts that you should know. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are we okay? If you know where we are coming from, we will be serious on our study. And we should be serious. That is why last year I had to say no cheating exams. And everyone wished I should see this Dominic. Where is this Dominic? I wish this time. Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth that if you cheat exams, you are destroying your own future. Are you getting what I'm saying? Cheating exams is like you are destroying your own what? Future.
My name is Martin Muzo, the head prefect from Joseph Secondary School. For really what you can be open is, I say I did concerning the career guidance. We really appreciate it, and indeed it has touched our heads. And all in that, it will even inspire us as students, as young people of this nation, as the nation is crying for a serious change. And indeed, the words that they have given to us, it will really make a great change in our hearts as we're still going on with our studies. And all in all, you people have really touched us with your words. May you continue with the words that you're rendering, or the services that you're rendering in all the schools of South Sudan, so that all the students will get what they need in order to continue with their further educations, and also what they need to achieve in their life. We really appreciate you, Vicky, upon it, and continue with the spirit of inspiring students of South Sudan and in general here in River County. I would like to stop here. Thank you.